Good day and welcome to another slow and steady video here on the channel. My name is KT and today is Trucking Tuesday on the road with On the Road, on rotation and back on this game. And have we seen a graphical update? No, we have not seen a graphical update. I mean, it still looks good. You know, I've always sort of praised this game for many things that it has done, and yeah, you know, it's a good game. I think obviously with the video that we did on heavy south and heavy cargo DLC and their economy mode and everything that's going to be coming with that, I think maybe this is going to drop to the wayside, but we'll have to see. I mean, it's still a good game, but is it going to hold place in a setting of Germany when you've got ETS coming, where you can not only go to Germany, you can go to the UK, you can go to opposing countries, you know, you can go to France and Spain and Italy and all these cool places. So and of course not just Scania and the MAN trucks, but you would have a whole array of brands as well. So I don't know, I think this probably, in my humble opinion, is going to be the game that suffers the most because of all the others, be it Trucking Logistics or Snowrunner or what else do we have? I'm gonna forget them now. Heavy cargo, you know, with its new kind of like, you know, premise of taking on a company. I think, you know, the road truckers going down the RPG route, I think each one of them are trying to find their own little, you know, their USP, their unique selling points. And I think this one really sadly is the one I think personally will suffer the most. We haven't seen this update and we're still waiting for it. So we'll see. But we're going to pick up some headlights, I think. I've backed this truck up. My God, you know how I like doing it in first person, but it's such a pig of a place to come. Like, that's about the best I could get it, to be fair. But it is backed up, and I did manage to open the doors. I mean, that's not bad. It's not perfect, but it's not bad. Okay, so let's go and pick up these headlights. Pick up headlights. I don't know where they're going to. Hamburg? Okay, I don't even know how far that is. So that's them. So we should better shut these doors. Shut that door. But I hope everyone is well and enjoying your Tuesday. And if you're watching this on a Wednesday or if you're watching this on a Friday, happy Friday to you. Lovely. Doors shut. And let's jump back in the cab. Peace and quiet. Let's have a look at the map. How can we do that? Nope. It's been a while. So, oh, we're in Hamburg. Okay, so we've picked them up from Hamburg. Drive them, oh, up to Rostock. That's not so bad. We can deal with that. But I think I do need to check my tacho and also fuel. Now we can check all this on the dash, really. Let's have a quick look. So it looks like my fuel, this is brilliant. This is exactly what you want from a game. You want to be able to read the instruments on the dashboard and not have it cluttered around, you know. So we can see, let me just sort the steering wheel out. What's going on the steering wheel? So we can see that we got a good amount of fuel. I don't know how long's on the tacho. 2 hours and 8 minutes. Yeah, I reckon we can hit the road. And maybe can we pick up a nice little fuel station along the way so we can stop off? Yeah, I think maybe there we'll do a sleepover. Sounds good. Yeah, I'm quite happy. Okay, let's go. So handbrake off. Very similar, I might have said before, I used to drive buses and I've driven Scania single deckers, and that handbrake there that kind of like you can see it here, which incidentally on heavy cargo you don't see the handbrake and the interaction with the handbrake. So this game does a lot of things quite right. But yeah, you know, I've used that type of handbrake in the Scania, but wasn't my favourite bus of all time. That was the Dennis Trident double decker, which was my bus really, because I used to drive on a double decker route. If you're curious, it was the number 97 that went from Birmingham city centre all the way out to the airport and through Chelmsley Wood and all that lot. If you're from Birmingham, you might know. Through Kitts Green, Bordsley Green, and wonderful places that they are too. So, anyway, let's have a little bit of cruise control. I quite like the fact you can engage cruise and just sort of chill out. Take a bit of a wide berth here and just watch that mirror as we come around. And let's go and take this game for a spin. It's been 4 weeks or so, and you know, there's still like the boy that cried wolf because this bloody update still hasn't arrived. Okay, we're clear right. Couple vehicles maybe after the car. Nope, there's a bus coming, look. Bloody buses. Right. But yeah, you know, it's an interesting, you know, because of the SCS boys, they really have, you know, the gears sound, sorry, I do jump from things, I swear I've got ADHD. The gearing on this game does seem weird. It sounds like an automatic just because of the change that you can hear. And yeah, it's sometimes off-putting because it goes like from first to second to third to fourth, you know. Whereas maybe if you were using manual gears, you would do block changes. So you'd sort of, you'd pull away, depending on the load, you'd pull away in, let's go check these lights. You'd pull away in like third gear or fourth gear. We've only got some headlights on board, so you wouldn't pull away in first and second and third. You do block changes, you know. But no driver in these. So we've got a driver in heavy cargo, but completely ghost driver. Right, okay, we've got our green light, which I think's always a bit of a shame, but this game has been out a long time. Was left here, wasn't it? Yeah. I guess we didn't need to indicate really because we were in the correct lane, so you could argue whether you need to indicate if you're in a designated lane. But we'll just take our time. We'll just take our time. 33 down to a set of lights. Turning right here. Just jump off the throttle. Might turn green by the time we get there. There we go. But yeah, I'm so interested to see what they've managed to do to bring ETS and ATS over to the consoles. What's it going to look like? What's it going to sound like? I'm so excited. I think the whole community is really, really excited. Another red light here, straight over. Come on, turn green for me. No? It's quite hard to see sometimes when you've got the lights on them, actually. That's definitely a red, isn't it? But no, last time out, of course, I got the trailer stuck. That was a hell of a parking. And I did jump on the grass and then got the bloody stand stuck on the trailer. And and then I think I lost some of the recording as well. I don't know. But hey, it's all part of the adventure. I have no idea what's going to happen on this adventure. Hopefully it will be a flawless run and everything's okay. But you know, sometimes the sun comes over on this game and it's really quite nice. Let's just look for this lane a second. Another red light. Interesting cross section actually with this, because obviously you've got a couple of roads. I'm going to pull up short. This is the trouble with the Scania, because we have such a small windscreen, and I think it was Dave that actually pointed me out to this, that the MAN truck really has a higher cab, and you know, if you pull too close to the lights, you just won't see what the lights are doing. But no, you know, sadly, over the years that this game has been out, it hasn't received any other trucks. We've got the new Scania coming to heavy cargo. I say new, it's a 2013 version, and we spoke about that on the video. This is a green light, but we got a bit held up of traffic here. Gee, I might whip on the inside. Oh no, it's moving, it's moving. Yeah, so a 2013 Scania truck coming to heavy cargo, so at the moment they've only got the MANs on there. And there was people sort of saying, well, why don't you add the newer trucks, you know, why go for a truck that's maybe, what, it's not shy off of 15 years old. I guess it's down to licensing and paying for licenses and money. And of course, really, with this game, you know, how have they made money from it? Because if there's been no recent new DLC, there's no, you know, if you're going to bring new trucks, we're in the wrong lane. Right, okay, so I need to... Can I pop my head out the window? Yes, I can. Let's have it. I'll just pop across this lane. That's quite an intersection, actually. Then we kind of want to go straight over here. Right, let's just check that mirror before we come over. Yeah, we're okay. But yeah, look at the way the sun, it looks amazing. I know that my Share Factory does compress the file down, so colours are often a little bit washed out, but looks incredible on my screen, I've got to say. And it still looks good, you know. I think you can see that fog just there in the on the horizon, so if they can clear that up. So it's not asking for a big graphical update. The thing is that they've teased it and teased it and teased it, you know, and it's like with all this tease, if you're sort of building up a big crescendo for everyone to go, oh, okay, yeah, you've just cleared the fog, you know. Maybe clearing the fog has made a more significant pop in, and that's why they're struggling to release it. I don't know. Is it ever going to come out? Because there's rumours, and I really hope they're true, that the ETS and ATS are going to drop before Christmas. What a Christmas present that would be. Really would, wouldn't it? So we're heading to Rostock. I can't see it on the signs there. I'm a sucker for looking at the signs and sort of thinking, oh, okay, we need this lane. We did speak about sat-navs and voices on the sat-nav. We can see our sat-nav down there. Hopefully I'm in the right lane. But of course, there is mods on Euro Truck and American Truck, and I have them on my Steam Deck for voices saying turn left, turn right. You know, you can have American voices, British voices, and even other languages like Polish and French and German. So yeah, it's definitely going to push the bar, isn't it? It's going to push the envelope on these games. So we'll take a nice steady drive. We're looking for this fuel station where we're going to pull up and get a little bit of sleep. I still haven't seen the sign for Rostock, but that's okay. I think on rotation we've got heavy cargo coming on Thursday, which again is another good looking game and another good game. You can't play them all. Like, you know, I sort of like I'm playing Baldur's Gate at the moment, Baldur's Gate 3. You know, I bought that game back in the day, and then for some reason, whether it was my headspace, I just couldn't connect with it. I've been playing it the last 24 hours, and well, this video will go out on Tuesday. I'm shooting this on a Friday, but really enjoying it, you know, and sort of sat down one evening, had the evening to myself, and was taking my time with it, and yeah, just really enjoying it. Let's look at this road, because this road is so sun-kissed. Look at it. So I think we're carrying straight on. Might have to take the next lane up. There's a truck on the inside. Oh no, we can stay good. We can stay here. But no, it's been good to get Biking Sunday back, and I don't know, I've got to be very careful not to sort of like, you know, because suddenly Tactical Thursday will come back because Battlefield 6 is on the horizon. But no, I've promised myself I cannot bring the tactical stuff back. It's just spreading the niches a bit too thin for me. And off the throttle, a little bit of engine brake there. Carry straight on. Actually sounds okay. Engaging the cruise control is really easy, and we're doing this slow and steady. This is pretty much, you know, what's the speed limit? It's 80 and we're doing 56, so I guess we can go a bit faster than this, really. Let's speed up a little bit then. God help you if you join my convoy. We'll be going slow and steady. But that's what it's all about for me, you know. It's all about the chill. It's all about just relaxing and you know, just taking it easy, really. Uh, that's what I game for. I game to you know, relax. And I had seen that baby steps on the Fat Cat channel. Oh my days, looked a bit too stressful for me, to be honest. It looked very good, but yeah, I don't know. I don't know. Talking gaming news while we're driving. But no, it'd be good to do some heavy cargo on Thursday. Really enjoying season 16 of Snowrunner. That's really, really cool. And yeah, BF6 just all weeks away now. That's going to be very, very cool. What's quite cool about it is that, you know, as we get older, because I'm 51, right? As we get older, some of our gaming friends sort of like, you know, they put their games down and don't play as much, or, you know, they get a family. It's completely reasonable. Right, there's Rostock coming up on the sign, so I think we might still be... Oh, does it look like we're heading right? I might need to check the sat-nav. Oh, don't worry, I will come back to my train of thought with friends getting older and stuff. Let me just check this. Yeah, so we're turning right. How easy would it be for that sat-nav to say, turn right? And it would really help, you know. But there we go. That's just so we're talking friends, you know, and of course I used to play Bad Company 2 back in the day with a clan, and you know, and funny enough, I've still got a couple on my friends list. I don't add too many people on my friends list. I tend to keep my friend list a little bit, you know, to people that I know. And oh, look at this for being cornered off. That's quite cool. But yeah, one of my my sort of clan leaders, let me just check this, is still on my friends list from back in the day, and I did on the open beta catch up with him. It was really cool actually. So yeah, that's really nice, you know. So maybe a few people will come out the woodwork for BF6, and if you want to play BF6 and that's your jam and you want sort of, you know, sort of hook up online, let me know, because I will be playing it. But oh, okay, it's given us a warning about our rest, which is fine. It's gone down quite quickly actually, 2 hours. Let's just check. That fuel station is quite... Is it here? Yeah, it's here. That's all right. Do we get in trouble if we exceed it? I can't remember now. But yeah, that little bit of fog over the horizon. Sometimes, if there's a body of water around and it's morning, which let me just grab this a sec. What time is it? There, we can see on our dashboard right in the center column, it's 7 minutes past 7 in the morning. So it's not unusual to get a little bit of fog, you know, especially in the morning. So you can you can let some of it go, you know. Of course, they're doing the shop fronts as well, which we also spoke about on the video. The shop fronts on this game at the moment kind of look like a poster, whereas in heavy cargo they got a bit more 3D about it, which I argued, like, I don't look at shop windows, you know. I'm tempted to put the hammer down so we can get down to this. See, I told you it would be an adventure, always an adventure. See if we can grab this fuel station. Hopefully it will come up quite soon. Maybe we'll get a fine, I don't know. I've just had a chocolate bar and I've gone for a picnic and it was blimmin' lovely. It was proper lovely, it was. Right, coming up over this crest. Hopefully it's not far now. I thought we would make it to the slightly over the speed limit. I thought we would make it to the station. Yes, I know, stop beeping at me. here coming up, maybe. Didn't look that far on the map, did it? But but yeah, it's cool to see the time there on the dashboard. So we're 7:28 in the morning. Joe, one of the interesting things about trucking logistics is the fact, I don't know if you've ever played with it, but you can run it in real time, and it will follow the system clock on your PS5 or PS4 or Xbox. And I really like that actually, because it's sort of like if it's like late 9 o'clock at night and you want to run real time, you can. And I quite dig that actually. So there's a lot of things that truck and logistics do very, very well. We've spoke about the models and stuff, you know, and how the dust kicks up from if you're on like a dusty road or something. Right, please tell me this petrol station is really close. Here it is. Right, let's indicate, we should see the meter markers as well. So that's a sign, maybe that's at the half-mile mark. Here we go, the 300-meter marker. 200. And 100. Right, let's back it down, back it down. I don't think we're going to get fuel. We'll just go. Actually, we'll whip up the side here. We don't need to go through the pumps. I think it was PMG actually saying you could turn those boxes off. I must look at that actually. It was a really, really cool video and something that I knew nothing about. Yeah, I know, we're here. Just chill out. We'll take the first space available. Try and get it as straight as we can. Okay, right, let's knock this off. Vehicle down. Lights down. Right, tacho. Change mode. Rest. Right, it's morning. Nope, handbrake. Beautiful wildlife that we can hear. And we'll walk around the truck. Yes, I think you can turn off all this, the glowing stuff, you know, perhaps it's on the other side. Hold on. We didn't park it too bad, to be fair. Yeah. Right, let's see if we can do that then. So was it in settings? Options? Show triggers. I bet it was that. Yeah, look at that. The doors no longer light up. Thanks, PMG. If you haven't checked out his channel, Pretty Much Gaming, a fantastic channel over there, doing all sorts really. And yeah, he was the one that mentioned that you could turn off the sort of highlighted areas. So even like probably that there, and the fuel tank. So we'll see how we get on with that actually. Right, let's jump back in the cab. Look at that. See, even the glowing handle on the cab is no longer glowing. Oh, that's quite good, isn't it? We'll see how we get on with this. Right, vehicle start. Lovely. We'll just have just some daylights running. Let's have a look at those daylights actually. Because normally they'd come on. Yeah. Well, they might not be that big. They'd sort of be maybe the LEDs around the side, but you get the gist. You understand what I'm trying to achieve. Right, tacho in and change. Oh, in, change. Driving 9 hours. Okay, we'll check to make sure it's clear. Drop the handbrake off. There's a plane up there. Look. and out we go. Let's just check that mirror. Yep, trailer looks good. 30-mile-an-hour speed limit. But yeah, the dash looks clear, doesn't it? It all looks pretty good. Yeah. Good looking track. I like it. Well, I do like it. You know, it's a very, very good game. Be quite nice if we had more variety on the drop-offs. I think they can get quite samey. But overall, I don't know what this drop-off's going to be like. It'll probably be very similar to where we've just come from, to be honest. I know the gas stations are all the same, because when I first started playing this on the channel, we had the gas tanker on the back. But a sign coming up there for, well, whatever that is, 1,000 miles. But at least you can sort of pull over anywhere you like and take a rest, you know? You don't have designated spots like you do on Truck Driver and stuff. So, you know, that makes more sense. Like if we see like a nice little pull in on the right hand side where maybe there's a bit of a park, like things like that would be quite nice, where you could just pull in. It doesn't necessarily need to be like services or something like that. Just pull in on a lay-by, you know, and do your sleep there, which you would typically do in real life, you know. But no, it's interesting times for the trucking genre on console, and yeah, you know, as a consumer, it you know, it's never been so good, really. So it's all good, really. Right, let's get up to 80. Oh, Rostock. I think I've seen something from Rostock. Is it that one? Yeah, I was paying attention. Let's have a look at the signs. Back it down, straight over. God almighty. But yeah, if I can get a voice-activated sat-nav on Eurotruck and ATS, I'm definitely going for it. Rostock, right? Hang on, let's just check this. It's saying right, but no, it's also saying straight over. So I think we'll carry straight on. I'm hoping this is right. Almost sort of brings us out on the same route. I do think the roads are quite confusing on this game. Like more than one occasion I've had trouble with the roads. Maybe that's a me thing. And why is that sat nav up on the screen? I've turned that off, and it should not be there. Yeah, I see you, car. Right, that's better. Of course, I did wonder, why is it 19:49 on the clock, so 10 to 8? That's because we did have a sleep, didn't we? Literally, we've done, you know, sort of dawn to sunset, really, on this video. Delivering some headlights to Rostock. And back on the road after 4 weeks. And nothing's really changed, really. I should have checked out the Discord before I jumped on, but I haven't seen anything. I've seen some screenshots here and there, but I haven't really seen anything significant. But we shall see. I did see that Truck Driver Dutch Connection was coming out. Is it the 31st or 30th of October? So just, what, 4 or 5 weeks away? You've only got to look at Truck Driver Gold and see how many bugs is in that to think, you know, it's going to be another buggy mess. You're going to be putting money down on another buggy game. And I don't know about you, but I'm getting a bit sick of it, to be honest. Like, you know, you put your money down, they say, oh, this is the date it's going to come out. Well, just make sure your product works, you know. At least this game works. Like everything just works. Like, you know, it's not really been any problems with this game, not that I can think of. But yeah, like I said, the bars are being pushed by SCS in a minute. So right, Rostock. We're looking for Rostock. Kind of looks like, I think. Well, it's sort of. Let me just double check. So we have got to take this right off here, and then we go over the carriageway. Okay, let's have a look. Checking mirrors. We're okay. On the brakes. I did turn off that auto center for the camera in the cab, and the reason I turned it off is because when I was reversing inside the cab, it would sort of auto center, and I was sort of fighting against the center camera, which was quite frustrating when you're trying to reverse. So I did turn that off. So now I've got to sort of put it in the center on my own. So straight over here, maybe. That left lane is turning left. Rolling up to the lights, but no, they're still on red. Oh, here we go. Had no trouble with the AI, which is really nice. Got a green light. Let's go through. It's been a fairly flawless drive so far, really, apart from the sleep. So a little single carriage road here. Run out right, that's the fuel station, which we don't need fuel. Because that needle does reflect how much fuel you've got, so there's no need to panic on it, Man truck coming towards us. And looks like the city of Rostock is coming into view. Again, it is in fog, so I do get what people are saying. But we shall see. We will see. Back it down, 50 miles an hour. Let the engine do some braking there. But overall, the cities look okay, I think. Let's run out right. It's just turned red, look. I don't think we're too far off now. But you can see what I'm saying about those shop windows. It looks like a poster, doesn't it? Looks like a poster. With heavy cargo, it's a bit more 3D, and they were on about doing that. Me personally, I'm not too worried about that. I think that's sort of like a, if the game is running fine, then maybe do that as an additional thing. But I don't think it's, terribly important. Not if you're struggling, already on the engine. Obviously I would like to see them 3D, for the immersion and stuff, but I don't think it's high on my list. The NPCs walk around quite nice. I was just thinking about NPCs. Do you remember when we played American Truck Simulator and they had those sort of like orange like umbrellas above their head in the rain? My god, that was a mess, wasn't it? Green light, is it going to stay green? Yes, it is. Oh well, it turned to amber. Amber gambler, we're through. That's what my driving instructor said to me. Not my driving instructor for my car, but for the bus. And he said, it was like, KT, if they're on green, then they're going to turn red, so you may as well just prepare for it to be red. And if they're on red, they're going to turn green. I know that sounds so obvious, but if you're approaching a set of lights and they're on green, you just know that they're going to turn red. So you may as well sort of back it down, especially if you're in a large vehicle and stuff, And if they're on red, well, just slow it up, and let it turn to green. So that's on green now. We should probably slow up because it will hit red. But no, it is on green, so we can just coast through. Oh my god, got to turn left. Here I am, waffling away. Okay, so it looks like that blue building looks like IKEA, doesn't it? It looks like a big IKEA building. Just jump out a second. So loud outside. Yeah, look at that big blue building. But yeah, it's a shame we don't have a driver inside. That is a bugbear for me. Okay, we're turning right here. Ladies in the road. Come on, love, out the way. Gosh, she's in no rush, is she? Come on, move! Now, I wonder if this is exactly the same drop-off or whether it's different. Let's see. It looks a little bit different. I don't remember the IKEA building here before. Are we in the right place? See, always an adventure. What's going on here? Hold on. Oh no, I've missed my turning. What? What? It wants me to go all the way back down the other carriageway? Back to Hamburg? That's not right. Hold on. I thought it said delivery headlights to Rostock. Truck service Rostock. That's right. Well, what? Current route. I'm so confused. Hold on. It's got like the finish marker there, isn't it? Let me just go next. Current route. Oh, what's this down? Hold on. Okay, that's better. Right. So look at this sat nav. Right, I'm going to whip out. Right, we're going to do a U-turn here. Thankfully, I think the U-turn is achievable. Maybe. In front of that cab. Yes, it's literally got the finish marker here. Look, I can see it. Can you see the checkered flag on the sat nav? Right, how very odd. Have I took the wrong turning in, maybe? Right, it wants us to go right here. Hold on. See, look, it was going swimmingly well. I appreciate that, the transit driver there. Right, so maybe it's on the other side of the building. See, it's definitely got me turning left there. So look at that sat nav, see? I'm just going to check out the other side of the building because I cannot see any drop off there. Yeah, it's definitely not that side of the building. I think we come in that way, to be fair. There's IKEA. I can't call it IKEA, but I'm going to. It's got to be this right. I can see the Finnish flag. So indicating right. Please. It's saying. Hold on, I just thought of something. Hold on a minute. Right, I just thought of something. Handbrake on. Lights. Hazard lights. Jump out the truck. That's all we can do. We're going to have a bloody look for it. Okay, so it's not there. I've never seen this. I you know, it's definitely the checkered flag of where we have to drop it. How far can we walk away from our truck? Probably not that far. Can we get in here? It's all fenced off. Guys, I don't know what to say. I really don't know what to say. That says truck service. Is that one bugged, or have I done something wrong? I genuinely don't know. You can see on the sat nav that it said it was the checkered flag. We've got the worldwide shipping thing here. Let's bring up the map. Yeah, it just wants us to do a U-turn again. I would imagine it will probably be one of these, wouldn't it? You back up to, and there's the office door. Oh my god, I'm such an idiot. It's because I've turned off the triggers. I've turned off the triggers, haven't I? God, PMG, you're going to get me in trouble. God almighty. So if I go to options, and if I go show triggers, and down to accept, look, for the love of God. So, yes, you can turn them off, but then you're not going to see which bloody door it is. So that's a bit broken, is it not? I don't know what to say. I don't know what to say about that. 53 minutes. Right, okay. Yeah, let me think. Handbrake. I've got hazards on. We've got this ridiculously tight. It wouldn't be like this. I mean, you know, I might even go third person. It's very loud though. This drop off would not look like that. I don't believe it would. Because you have to put it on such a lock to sort of get it around. I don't think it will be this tight. Look, see, just trying to get this up on the curb. God, that's almost a jackknife. Watch the front of the cab, that's my bloody truck. Right, hold on. I would have been better off doing it in first person, I think. Watch the truck. Oh, this camera. Right, okay. I think we've almost got it now. Hold on. Yeah, I just find this incredibly tight. Right, let's get in there, But yeah, all that running around, and it's just for the... There you go, that'll do. Right. Okay. Let's... Cool, that audible tone gets louder around the back. That's quite interesting. Yeah, that's very good. There's lots that this game does well, but yeah, do not turn the triggers off. Do not turn the triggers off. Right, where's the bloody office then? Here. Cool, delivery. And that is a wrap. Let's go and knock that audible tone off. Let's get back in the cab where we feel at home. So get it engaged. And I might pull up a bit square actually. Let's see if we can do this. Just to end the video. It's got a lot darker actually. There we go. Handbrake. Vehicle down. Lights down. Hazards off. Well, guys, that is it. So do not turn the triggers off, otherwise you won't be able to see where you drop the delivery. It's a shame that those two things cannot be separated, so turn off the sort of like the truck triggers and then leave the world triggers on, so at least you can see where the drop off point is. But that's it from me. If you like the video and you got this far in the video, crikey, a big shout out to you. If you want to smash the like button, that'd be super cool. If you're subscribed to this channel, a big personal shout out to you. Thank you for supporting the channel and being here and joining me on these adventures. The true SAS crew. I'm so grateful to each and every single one of you. And if you're not subscribed and you like trucks, horses and motorbikes, then maybe this is a channel for you. I will see you on the next one. Take it easy. Take care. See you soon. Bye.